Good morning, everyone. Adam, good morning. And Daniel Berry. Good morning, guys. I'm cleaning my glasses really quick. It's 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at, which you may ask yourself, like, what? But yeah, this is the time that I get up. I always go back to bed. I just can't. I go to bed early and I just can't sleep for like more than 4 or 5 hours. And then I got to get up and drink coffee, and eventually I get tired again and I go back to bed for a couple more hours. Just how my life works now. Bambi, good morning. Good to see you. There we go. Much better. I can actually see now. It's almost turkey time. Yes, it is. How's everybody cooking their turkey? I asked my daughter. I thought that I was going to be going to my daughter's house for Thanksgiving, but she is going to her mom's. So, of course, her mom's going to get her way again. Every year, she always gets her way. I don't argue with it. It is what it is. Because I don't have a house for them to come to. You know, I just rent a bedroom at a house with a couple other people. So, there's no, like, place to sit down. Rise and shine. Good morning. Good to see you, Tommy. I got a brine it for 24 hours on Wednesday. And then Thursday morning, I'll pop my turkey in a roaster. Okay. Yes. Yeah, that's the key, right? You got to brine it. You got to put the salt water type of, I've never cooked a turkey, to be honest with you. I'm not a turkey guy. Like if it's just me, which it will just be me on. Well, I think I'm gonna go to my daughter's earlier on Thanksgiving before they go to their mom's. And maybe just like have breakfast with them or something. I'll do that because I want to give my granddaughter a Christmas, or I told her I'd give her a Christmas present on Thanksgiving, an early Christmas present. And Tommy and I was thinking about the show Sunday. Oh, okay, that's for Tommy. Yeah, everybody's going to be watching rigged football games. That's the government Illuminati message of the week. Is they want us to know that the football games are rigged. Okay, they want us to know that now. You know, not like they've been secretly rigging the games all along with tactics that none of us will ever even be aware of. But they want us to know that it's rigged with magnets in the football, with 30-yard line punts, with 2-point conversions that are obviously not necessary. They're like going out of their way to stage plays on the field so everybody knows that it's being rigged for whatever reason. I don't understand. I don't get it. It's like one day there's a news article that comes out that there was X-ray machines and poker tables, and Chauncey Billups was involved, and somehow there's people going to jail for gambling. And then the next thing you know, you go on Twitter or X, and it's just a complete it's just kabuki theater. That's all it is. It's just, I can spot this shit a mile away, you know. That yes, it was yesterday. Literally, it was yesterday. You know, I still have all the videos saved. You know, every other video on X was about rigged NFL plays. So some days they decide to put the algorithm about Israelis calling Candace Owens crazy and evil. You know, some days they're gaslighting somebody else, and then yesterday it was they wanted us to know that the football games are all rigged. I don't get it. Thanks, Adam. I will be stories. Excuse me, guys. I didn't get any tea water this morning. I should have. 2:00 snuck up on me quick. So I'm trying not to dwell on it, but somebody stole some chocolate off my porch yesterday or Sunday. FedEx has been telling me all week that it's going to be delivered Monday. And so Monday I was corresponding with somebody via email, and I was like, well, let me just check the FedEx thing, and it said it was already delivered. It said it was delivered on Sunday, and I go out there, there's nothing out there. This has happened a couple times before where it says it's delivered and then it's not delivered. They took a picture, but it's a zoomed up picture of a box. I can't tell where, you know, so I literally walked around a block around my neighborhood because they have dropped it off to like 2 houses down before. Nothing. I even found the mailman happened to be out there at that time. He said he didn't see nothing. So I'm back and forth. I talked to my neighbor who's taking the garbage out. Today's garbage day. He's wheeling this garbage can out there. We get our mail at the same spot. They just live in a unit up front. And I said, hey man, I had 50 pounds of chocolate delivered to the front. Did you guys see any boxes out there? And he said he did see some boxes out there. But I wasn't convinced that they were my boxes because I'm like, these boxes were 25 pounds each. You know, he doesn't speak that great of English. So I still wasn't convinced. Well, then he comes and knocks on the door and he's like, Jason, come talk to my daughter. So I go see his daughter, and I didn't even know she had a camera out there on the porch. And she's got great video of this black dude fucking stealing my chocolate. And then another FedEx box from somebody else. This motherfucker, I don't even think has a truck. He doesn't have a vehicle or anything. I don't know. I'm going back to get the video. I was just so in shock. And it was dark last night. I just said thank you, and I said at least I know what happened to it. But I'm going to go back there when it gets light to the neighbors and have her text me that video. I'm gonna put it on Facebook and see if we can't identify this guy. Because I know he ain't gonna fucking use that chocolate. And if the box is already open, I can't use that chocolate now. He probably fucking shit in the boxes, the fucking motherfucker. It's gonna cost me 200, and it's not even the money, it's the time. I'm out of chocolate. I needed I needed that chocolate because I didn't expect, I wasn't going to make hot cocoa bombs, and I didn't think that I'd sell as many as I did in 1 week. So I have no milk chocolate hot cocoa. I can't even make anymore. I have to save the little bit of chocolate I have left for strawberries. So I'm fucked. So they busted a woman in Des Moines on cam, stealing package. Yeah, so it's happening. Of course, this is the time of year that it's happening. But I know that dude couldn't have got too far if he didn't have a vehicle. He ain't gonna be carrying around. He'll literally be carrying around 50 pounds of chocolate. I'll play the video for you guys as soon as I get it, and I can't wait to watch it again to see if it shows him getting in a vehicle or he's just walking or. So yeah, like I said, I'm trying not to dwell on it too much, but it's just going to be such a pain in the ass. Plus, now it's Thanksgiving, so they're not. Excuse me, they're not going to be shipping during Thanksgiving, so there's that. 1 second, guys. Gargle some water really quick. Holy cow. Yeah, no, they're not going to do nothing with it. It's just such a clown, that the guy. I mean, I'm just so sick of people stealing shit, I'm not going to jail over 50 pounds of chocolate, but I would love to find out who it was. I mean, I just kind of want to know if it's just like a crackhead bum or somebody else, like actual fucking person that has a house type of thing. So yeah, that's what's going on there. But other than that, sales have been great for me. I've basically just been working the whole time. Like today, I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm trying not to, I got to move forward. I got to push past the chocolate issue. I got to babysit today. And then, like I said, it's only 2 a.m. here, but by 8 a.m, probably by 6 a.m, I need to order more chocolate. So, and that's what I'm going to do. The only problem is that really fucking irritates me is that the place I order the chocolate from, you get free shipping. You get a month of free shipping, as a new customer. And so I keep using different email accounts. Otherwise it's going to cost me, it's $130 for the chocolate. And then it's going to cost another 60 something bucks for shipping. So I don't want to pay the $60 for shipping. So now I'm going to have to fucking get another email account. It's so irritating. And like I said, now I'm not going to get the chocolate till next week. And I have a Christmas tree thing that the grand opening is on Friday. So that's unfortunate. I'll have to think of something else. It's always something. My chocolate poker chips came for my Brooklyn Bloodlines fudge boxes and my bourbon egg. Oh, nice. I'd like to see those. Maybe I did already. Do you have a picture of them? Yeah, I'm just going to concentrate on my cheesecakes, and man, I don't know. I gotta just take my mind off of it right now. The motherfucker, man. People are just fucking just pathetic. But it's gonna happen this time of year, right? It's not like it. We don't know better, you know. And I was on it, but FedEx, they fucked me over. They told me it was going to be on Monday. It's my own fault. I'm going to have my chocolate start being delivered to the kitchen from now on. I'm just being lazy by having it delivered here because I do a lot of work at home. Oh, boy. Let's see here. Not a lot going on. I just got some random videos today. Playing some old movie clips, just a few seconds of them, so I don't get copyrighted. Let's see here. Oh yeah, definitely going to be out of pocket. No, it's not getting replaced for free. Now, I've had my chocolate replaced for free for the chocolate being all messed up. You know, like they heated it up too much when they were making the batch, and it's because the cocoa crystals don't melt properly, and you get these chunks in your chocolate. And I'm like, the first time that happened to me, I was like, man, I must have did something wrong. You know, because chocolate's expensive, especially depending on which one you get. But yeah, now I look for any reason to fucking send that. You know, you don't have to send the chocolate back. You just need a reason for it not to be good. I make sure my chocolate's perfect. But no, this isn't something that they're going to refund. They didn't. I did, however, open up a case with FedEx before I realized that that guy stole it. And they just sent me an email a couple hours ago. It's a questionnaire, like 10 questions about, do you have siding on your house? All some weird questions. So I'm just going to tell the guy, never mind. Let's see.
Maverick, you just did an incredibly brave thing. What you should have done was land your plane. You don't own that plane, the taxpayers do. Son, your ego is writing checks your body can't cash. You've been busted. You lost your qualifications as section leader 3 times. Put in hack twice by me. With a history of high-speed passes over 5 air-controlled towers and 1 admiral's daughter. Penny Benjamin. And you, asshole, you're lucky to be here.
Thank you, sir.
And let's not bullshit, Maverick. Your family name ain't the best in the Navy. You need to be doing it better and cleaner than the other guy. Now, what is it with you?
Just want to serve my country, be the best fighter.
I'm going to fast forward it just a little bit.
Cougar was number 1. Cougar lost it, turned in his wings. You guys are number 1. But you remember one thing. You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong.
Yes, sir.
That is all. You can tell me about the mix some other time.
Gentlemen.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You know, years later, you know, come to find out that probably everybody in that scene was gay, but still it was a great scene back in the day. Sweet Tea, good morning. Osada, I'm behind in the show, but what about having the chocolate delivered to your daughter's work? Well, you see, I've had the chocolate delivered to my ex's house. I've had the chocolate delivered to my daughter's house. And I've done that because it's not the first time that I've had the chocolate come up missing. So it's been stolen before. And then it got delivered to the neighbors once, but they brought it back. So yeah, and they also have an account that they use for me for the free shipping. So I may ask my daughter to do it this time, which is I was thinking that too. Sweet Tea is a good idea, and I might. I hate asking her to do it, but I think maybe I will. It might be the way to go. So Yep, but one of my favorite movies, Top Gun. Didn't really care for the second one. How about... Probably got a commercial to go through. No?
Hey, I said I did my best.
Oi, let him go. I say, let him go.
Beat it slow, or you're next.
Good call, Sweetie. That's right.
Mercy is for the weak. We do not train to be merciful here. A man face you, he is enemy. Enemy deserve no mercy.
Love Mr. Miyagi, Pat Morita. But you know, Martin Kove, he was involved in the Cobra Kai series, which was great for the first season when it was on YouTube Red. And then Netflix picked it up and it went woke, gay, and whatever, DEI. They must have brought in DEI actors. Horrible acting, horrible plot, whatever theme, narrative. Just garbage. The first season was great, man. But all of the Cobra Kai cast, some of them came here to Washington State. They came to the Puyallup Fair during the off season, and they had like a Cobra Kai con type of thing, like a Comic-Con. And Martin Kove, when he was here, one of the Asian actresses, they were there, and she says hi to him, and he grabs her arm and bites her arm so hard that she called the police. And he didn't go to jail. He apologized or whatever, and he said he was just playing, but he like made a mark on her arm, like bit her really hard. So what a fucking weirdo, man. Hollywood is just weird in general, those people. Would not want to be involved with any of that shit, Especially when you have a whole bunch of people like that. My God, that's just got to be unbearable to deal with. I could only imagine. What else we got here? I'm going to go down to the bottom. I just played some random videos, and we'll get to X. This is probably a commercial. I'm going to get a lot of FedEx. This is AMX, whatever that is. I'm going to get FedEx commercials now because I've been talking about it. This is Neil Young when he was 24 years old. 1971. Playing Heart of Gold with the Marine Band, harmonica, and an acoustic guitar. And those Marine Band harmonicas, you have to switch them out if you want like a different note. Like that, I think that's G that he put in there. That's fucking talent right there.
I wanna live, I wanna give.
Hopefully they don't copyright me, but yeah, 1971, 24 years old. I love this video, man. A lot of people don't like Neil Young. He is kind of a weirdo. He's got some, his fucking ideology's all fucked up, but he's always been, when he was at 24, he had already bought like this huge ranch from these lawyers. And that's how he wrote that song. What's the other one? The old man one. He's pretty. I don't know. He's pretty interesting dude.
I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I never give that keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old.
So there's that one. Kind of taking a blast from the past here for a second. And again, hopefully I don't get copyrighted. I won't play too much of it. We'll make it bigger. The 3 degrees. I'm not sure what year this was. This was in the 70s, though. 1974.
Precious moment, when will I see you again?
This is back when people knew how to behave in the audience.
When will we share precious moments?
There's no 500-pounders with their shirts hanging off and their ass crack hanging out, fighting, throwing beer, and everybody else holding their phones, recording it, going, ah!
Will I have to wait forever? Will I have to suffer and cry the whole night? When will I see you again?
So the 3 degrees, and I think there was 7 of the 3 degrees, like throughout the course of the band's, longevity. They're one of my favorite artists of all time, Miss Linda Ronstadt.
Do not pay your next car insurance.
Oh, shut up. All right.
Hot up here, we're dying. I've been cheated, been mistreated. When will I be loved? I've been put down, I've been pushed around. When will I be loved? Where to find the man that I want for life? All the break my heart into happens every time.
She's the one libtard I'll give a pass to. You know, she is a precious little libtard herself, but I give her a pass. Amazing singer. She's up there with Ann Wilson and Stevie Nicks. And I've met Ann Wilson. I have a friend who is the Ann Wilson is his aunt. His mother is Lynn Wilson, my buddy Reed. And Lynn Wilson is the oldest sister. There's Ann, Nancy, and Lynn. So I think I probably told the story before, but I was on a yacht with Ann and Nancy from Heart in 2009 on New Year's Eve. That's when I first met this guy, Reed, my buddy Reed Kegel. because I dated this chick that I met on Plenty of Fish. You guys know that website, Plenty of Fish, which was the only, that was 2009. It was the only time that I ever did the dating website thing. Yeah, I dated this girl. She cut my hair. She cut my hair. That's how I met her. And then we went on a date to a hibachi, like Benihana place. And then she's like, hey, my best friend's getting married. And it's going to be on a boat on New Year's Eve. Do you want to go? Like, Hart might be there. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay. And then we go. It's a crazy story. But yeah, and then I've met him a few times. I actually went to Vegas for Reed's they invited us to go to their honeymoon, which is kind of strange, but we went to Vegas for their honeymoon, and me and Jen, I only dated her. That was the last time we dated. Was I already knew I was going to break up with her the second that we got back to Washington when I was in Vegas. In fact, Reed and Melody, when Jen went to the bathroom one time, we were at the Excalibur. They go, hey man, we know you're going to break up with her, because I was selling weed back then. And I had already sold those guys weed a couple of times since the wedding. They're like, hey man, we know you're going to break up with Jen, but we don't want to lose contact with you. So here's our number and blah, 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 and we just, want to remain. And then we just became friends. Now I play like fantasy football with those guys, which I can't stand, but they always make me do it. Yeah. So, but we got to go backstage and meet Ann and Nancy again, which was really fun. But yeah, I thought I would play those little videos. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, guys. I'm still pissed off about my chocolate. What else do we got here? You guys fans of crispy pizza?
When the boss eats his own food.
You can hear the popo out there. It's 2:30. Turn on the police scanner if I hear any more sirens.
You know it's good, right? It just elevates it that much more. Just when you fry the calzone, the texture. I was enjoying it so much, I got sauce all over my lips.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? That's part of the experience,
That's the whole thing. That's when you know you really enjoyed it. But you know what? I really didn't taste it that good on the first bite. I think I need to take another bite. Because sometimes you don't capture that flavor. So let's take a second one. You know what? Believe it or not, Joe, I haven't had a fried calzone. It's been a while, and I forgot how great it tastes and how much better it is than a regular baked calzone. Don't get me wrong. Listen, obviously the healthier choice would be the baked calzone, but the fried calzone is nothing like it.
Yeah, you got the ricotta, the ham, the cheese. You might as well just fry
the cheese, everything in the fryer.
You're already halfway there.
These people, they want to go half-ass it. Listen, just go all the way. If you're going to cheat, listen, everything in moderation. Just do it 100% or just don't do it at all. Don't half-ass it. So you know what? We have the ricotta, the mozzarella, the ham. It's fried. Can't get better than that.
100%.
You know what I love about these guys is that they're really in their kitchen. This is what they do. And you can tell how much they love, making pizzas and calzones and all that kind of stuff. So when I come over there, that's definitely going to be one. I know they have like 3 locations. I definitely got to go to Crispy's. My number one, which everybody's going to laugh at, is Tony Baloney's. I got to go there because of the ranch and pizza grease, pepperoni grease that they mix together, and they put on their cowboy Goomba sandwich. You can get a pizza with it too, like a triple pepperoni pizza with a mixture of ranch and pepperoni grease. Oh my God! Stop playing right now. That's gonna be one of the first places I go. And I think Adam told me that Adam, I think you were the one that said that Tony Baloney was more kind of I don't know what you said, touristy maybe, or gimmicky or something. Donna's doing it. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. The Krispies make fresh mozzarella in the back. Yeah, that's the place to be for sure. You know, I could watch their videos all day long. They're even distribution, as the young guys call it. But you know, they don't claim to be like the best of anything. They just have a passion for what they do, and you already know their pizza's gonna be just the way he talks about that. It's just like how I talk about my chocolate. So I could talk your ear off about it, you know. So it's just, I like watching their videos. They're cool. What else do we got? This is just a kind of a cute little video. There, finally got him to smile a little bit. I just thought that was kind of a cool little video. Your kid's last day is today? Nice. I've been going to a pizzeria called Mancini's in East Brunswick. The owner is going to let me go behind counseling and go behind the counter and do a short video commercial soon. Nice. Well, that would be cool. Mancini's, huh? Yeah, you would know, Adam. You would probably know like some of the best places. You and Tommy are the two people I trust. I can't trust Todd Father. He's just biased of his own pizza. Thindu, we already know he's going to say Lenovo. And ALV is going to say some weird French laundry place, some place I can't afford to go, where they all have to wear buffalo hats with the little spikes coming out of them. So I need to either hear it from you or Tommy, the good places to go. Let's see here. What else do we got?
When the boss eats his own food, you know it's good, right?
Sorry about that. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then these guys, man, the seat. Sorry, guys. I guess when you're streaming live and you play the YouTube videos, it really screws up. There's like a huge lag. In fact, I'm going to stop streaming. That's fucking pissing me off. I'm already irritated this morning. I'm going off on a tangent. Buffalo is great, and so is Steendu, but their pizza ain't pizza. I'm not sure what it is. Sorry. No, I agree, Adam. Those guys are just weird in Buffalo. You know what I mean? The weather, I think, makes them a little weird. Steendu is the perfect example of that. Where is Steendu this morning? Is he working today? Where is he? Where is I know he's out there somewhere. Okay, let's see here. What videos did I have? I only have a couple random videos on X too today. Not a whole lot going on, other than Candace Owens kind of stuff. But let's see here. What did we bookmark? Oh my goodness. Do we really want, I mean, do we even know who Ambassador Mike Huckabee is? U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee. I mean, this is an American politician talking here.
I get asked all the time because I'm a Christian, and they say, well, why are you so supportive of the Jewish people? I said, you can be Jewish. You don't have to have anything to do with Christians. But you can't be a Christian and not understand that your entire faith is built on the foundation of Judaism. So for Christians, we look at this as an obligation, a moral debt that we must repay. And therefore, I don't understand anyone who says, I'm a Christian, but I don't really want to support the Jews. Well, how can you do that? But it is not the view of those of us who are what I would call biblical believers that accept that what the scripture says about the Jewish people. In Genesis 12, those who bless Israel will be blessed. Those who curse Israel will be cursed. It gets pretty simple. I say there's a miracle every day in this country. I get asked all.
I mean, it's just absolutely insanity. This is the world we live in. If you're a Jew, you don't have to have anything to do with Christians. But if you're a Christian, you have a moral debt to pay to the Jews. And, you know, normally I would let that go in one ear and out the other. But when you consider the fact that they've murdered 67,000, over 67,000, that's just whatever number they gave us, Palestinians since October 7th of 2024. Some of which have been raped and had molten rebar shoved up their ass and down their throat. And I'm not kidding. I mean, you guys know this, right? Like, this is what these people are doing to these people over there. It's like a fucking war crimes against humanity. Why? Because we have American politicians saying this
all the time because I'm a Christian, and they say, well, why are you so supportive of the Jewish people? I said, you can be Jewish. You don't have to have anything to do with Christians.
You don't have to have anything to do with Christians. As a matter of fact, you can just go grab a bulldozer and we will just bulldoze that whole fucking city and put a casino there. And the craps odds will be 8-1 on the Heart 8. I mean, that's what he's saying. That's why I even bookmarked this video. Because if you put it in context of what's happening, you know, that's such a telling statement right there. If you're Jewish, you don't have to have nothing to do with the Christians. Nothing. Matter of fact, you can fucking wipe them off the earth. You can take over their country. You can re-educate them in their own country and gaslight them and call them anti-Semitic and you know what I mean? And if if elections worked, they wouldn't have them, right? So I think we could all agree, like, it's not about them being rigged. It's the fact that if they even worked in the first place, they wouldn't allow us to vote. So this is why we have people like this, because, you know, they're just part of the club. But at least we have normal people in the world like Kathy Griffin.
But let me tell you what was maybe the hardest part about the whole like Trump thing and stuff. It was when, you know what it's like to be a workaholic. And when the Trump thing happened, I was in the middle of a 50-city tour. And after the photo, all 25 of the remaining shows were canceled due to bomb threats to the theaters. And the fact that the phone didn't ring for 6 years was like the hardest thing on my mental health. Just to go from, I'm going on the road today, I'm going to do a TV show today, I'm going to do a commercial, like whatever I've been doing all these decades, to have that just stopped, but also to have the country loathe you, like loathe you.
Well, do you really think that you're saying rough. The country, but obviously we are in a very divisive state.
Yeah.
So if you're reading or putting yourself in front of the loathing, then which is not healthy, I would imagine
what Howie's trying to tell her, and woke is Howie is a woke motherfucker too. But what he's trying to tell you, Kathy Griffin, is that if you choose to play victim and you want to ride the blame train and not take accountability for putting a severed head of Donald Trump on your social media, then that's your fault. He's right. People fucking hate Donald Trump. And you're going to say that, what are we looking at here?
I wasn't doing that. It was the silence that I couldn't escape. And like I said, the
you
phone
probably
not
had
ringing.
you probably had a lot of support too.
I did. I had some good friends. I will say I lost about 75% of my friends and they never came back. And so I also, I know I'm laying it on thick, but I also became addicted to prescription pills. So I also tried to take my life, and I was in a 5150 cycle for 3 days at Cedars. And so I actually, even though I was a pill girl, I go to AA meetings on Zoom every day, and I've made a lot of friends through AA. So I've been lucky about like getting some nice friendships going. But that's why we were joking before about the art of conversation. I kind of just live for that now. I just want to like really talk to people. I have these salon lunches and dinners where I make sure everybody doesn't even bring their phone to the table.
I didn't watch this whole clip. I'm really starting to feel bad for her now. I just was kind of just giving it to her, but I really feel bad for her now. Holy shit, man. Howie is a hypochondriac. Yes, he is. She is a loser. I think that she's absolutely mentally ill, man. I think her mind is on fire. I think that she probably did try to take her own life, which is sad. I think she's a perfect example of what it's like to live in the rearview mirror. You had a life, you had a career, and your whole identity was built upon that. And then it was taken away from you because you were never in control of it in the first place. And you don't know how to recover from it. And you're just continually spiraling out of control. However you say that, spiraling out of control. Unbelievable, man. Some people just try to get attention. I don't think this is what this is.
Like after going through all that stuff, I just want to like hang out with people and laugh and talk about stuff. I'm not as much of a news junkie because I had to walk away from the cable news. It was making me too nuts. But I keep up on stuff.
Why did you lose friends? Why did you lose 75% of your friends?
Because remember,
I would imagine a lot of your friends were not Trump supporters.
No, but by the way, some were. I was very dear friends with the late, great Suzanne Summers, Thigh Master, if you don't remember. And, she definitely was a hardcore Trumper. And some of the folks I met through her, like some of my older friends, were Trumpers. And, there was one guy that my husband and I had just taken.
Okay, maybe she is just trying to get attention. She didn't lose all her friends because of Trump. She lost all her friends because of the choices she made. Yeah, because she's just a complete nut. Like, nobody would want to be her friend. And what she's saying is just complete nonsense. Howie is just trying to call her out on it. And then now you could just tell maybe she is just trying to get attention. We'll move on from Miss Kathy Griffin. I don't know what to tell you, lady. Learn how to bake a cupcake, maybe. Just don't do it in Washington. How about that? Let's listen to this guy real quick. I can't remember why I recorded this one.
I need you guys to understand the delusion, the craziness, the conspiracy theories, and the narcissism that is Candace Owens that I've been warning you about for years. Now that it's...
Oh, yeah. We need you, a creepy-looking pedophile with the pedophile beard. All these guys that come out and attack Candace Owens, you notice they all have the same military-style beard that goes all the way from their hair. There's no separation. It's just one long, and their eyes are just fucking weird, man. I really resent these idiots that come on here. We don't even know who they are. You haven't been warning us about shit, and we don't need your opinion to formulate our own opinion. You know what I mean? It's like, this is why I bookmark stuff on before I play it on X, you guys don't. I don't have to weed through all because there's like hundreds of videos like this. But I just bookmarked it this time just because it's just real life propaganda, And he's probably a part of the Israeli whatever fucking thing that's going on. This is interesting. I didn't listen to the whole thing. Tara Reid claims that she was drugged, I think, by YouTubers.
So walk us through what happened.
So I got to the hotel, I checked in, and
Joe
then I
Blow,
went
good morning.
downstairs for to have a drink and have a cigarette. And I got my drink and I left it on the bar and I went outside to smoke the cigarette. And there was a bunch of YouTubers there in the lobby, like everywhere. And they're videotaping stuff and, everything was just weird. And then I went back to the bar and my drink was covered up with a napkin. And I thought that was weird because I didn't put that over my drink. And then I drank my drink and without even like finishing my drink, I just like passed out. And before I knew it, I was in the hospital.
Tara,
8 hours later.
Were you actually at the bar? Was your drink on the bar or were you at a table?
No, at the bar.
At the bar.
At the bar.
So
yeah. I mean, it's just really scary. It's like, it's for all, not just girls, but for guys, for anyone, you have to really be careful with your drink. I mean, for that, it make me pass out for 8 hours. I mean, that's crazy.
So I was going to say, what happened after you were taken to a hospital
and then I woke up 8 hours later.
Did they tell you anything about what
the fuck is wrong with that guy, Harvey, man? Look at that guy. What kind of human is that? Remember when he was the fucking lawyer that would stand outside the courtroom for Judge Wapner in People's Court back in the 80s? And this is him now. Like, what is wrong with him? Do you not know how to dress for work? Is there not some type of a fucking hairstyle, a little bit of, some type of fucking gel or something you can't put in that? And maybe, Jesus criminy, this fucking guy, man. He is so hard to look at. Ugh.
About your condition, or did they test for any? Did they do it?
Did
they do a blood alcohol test?
No, they did. They just said that you were drugged. That's what they said. They said you got drugged last night at the bar.
Did they find? Did they test it to see what drug it was?
No, I didn't ask. It was all kind of vague. Like it was all like very blurry. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it was just, it was like.
Okay, hold on a sec. Let's back up. Tara. First of all, who is Tara Reid? What does she even do? Let me ask ChatGPT real quick. Who is Tara Reid? I don't even know. She looks familiar. What'd she play in? American Pie. The Big Lebowski. She played Vicky in American Pie, 1999. The Big Lebowski and Sharknado. Okay. Well, the fact that she did Sharknado might give us a little clue. She looks like she's high on pills. For sure. She's definitely high on pills. Yeah, she's fucked up right now, Toro, for sure. Tara Reid. So yeah, she's screaming for help for some reason. And everything she says is a lie, right? She doesn't even know what drug. She goes, it's all a blur. They didn't tell me. They just said you were drugged. No, they didn't check your blood alcohol. And, of course, Harvey and this guy know she's completely lying. So, and then, so you go outside to smoke a cigarette. And the way she said that to smoke a cigarette, she was lying about that. She probably went outside to go buy some pills or something, or do some coke or do something. And is there anybody out there, man or woman, that is going to be at a bar and you leave your drink on the bar and you go outside and you come back and there's a napkin over your bar or over your drink. And you're like, oh, fuck it. I didn't put it there. Someone's looking out for me. And just drink it? Are you going to do that? Are you not going to ask the bartender? You know, like, hey, man, what's going on here? Why'd somebody put a napkin over my drink? Did you see who did that? If not, can I get another drink? You know, that just makes, and she's an actress. An actress is just going to leave her drink unattended at a bar? Really? And then you come back and there's a napkin over it and you're just going to drink your drink? Okay. I mean, and she's definitely high right now.
Later.
Were you actually at the bar? Was your drink on the bar, or were you at a table?
No, at the bar.
At the bar.
At the bar.
So
yeah, I mean, it's just really scary. It's like, it's for all, not just girls, but for guys. For
I mean, she's like on, she's probably on some benzos and vodka right now. That's my guess. On a little Valium. If you're flying this weekend, please keep your shoes on. Do not wear your pajamas. Do your hair. And don't watch movies. And don't put your seat back. Don't put your feet on the other person's chair.
Do a better job. And by the way, most flights are pretty darn good. And people do behave really well with one another. It's just a few of those times where, again, don't take your shoes off and put your feet on the chair ahead of you. That's just, or maybe don't play your movie without headphones on. There's some simple things that can annoy the folks around you that we don't have to do that. And so just be cognizant and courteous. That's the ask. Do a better job. And by the way,
and this is the Secretary Duffy, the Secretary of Transportation. He also said in a longer video that you should please don't wear your pajamas. Perhaps, dress like you're prepared to fly. Back in the day, everybody wore suits and ties and dresses, and I don't all the way disagree with the dress code on an airplane. I mean, the last time I flew was to Arizona and back. And yeah, it's just a bunch of dirty, just degenerates. I would be okay with that. Some type of Yes. Yeah, it's definitely something like that, right? The silly season is here for sure. I'm definitely not flying around the holidays. Might go back to Arizona in January. And I think, I know for sure my granddaughter, and for her birthday, they're going on, I don't know exactly what the details are, but I think it's a cruise, like some type of a Disney cruise. So I was invited to go to that if I want to. Let's see, what else do we have here? The mayor of Chicago.
We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence. We've already tried that, and we've ended up with the largest prison population in the world without solving the problems of crime and violence. The addiction on jails and incarceration in this country, we have moved past that. It is racist, it is immoral, it is unholy, and it is not the way to drive violence down. We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence. We've already tried that.
We cannot incarcerate our way out of violence. We've already tried that, guys. Jails do not work. They're packed and they're racist. They only have black people in them, right? Every jail you go to is only black. I mean, I don't understand how people like this become elected, but I mean, that's what we're just saying all over the place now. Toro and Joe Dell, I don't know if I said good morning to you guys, but good morning. This is exactly why I drive. People are disgusting. They are. I know if Arizona, if where I was going wasn't so far away, it makes me not even want to go sometimes. I was supposed to go in October, at the end of October, or beginning of this month, and I said no. That was going to go in December. I just don't have the time, nor really do I want to right now. So I might go in January. But yeah, I don't. I hate flying. And then we just watched that video yesterday at the LAX where one plane didn't get off the runway in time. So the other plane that was getting ready to land had to pull back up at the last second. And I mean, at the last second. It's craziness. Can't do that. But yeah, this guy is a complete moron. And then you have J.B. Pritzker, the governor, is in the background there. That guy is a billionaire. The Pritzker guy, his family is a billionaire, and they own a helicopter. The helicopter company that they own is one of the helicopters that Kobe Bryant was flying on when he was killed. Because Kobe Bryant had his own helicopter, but it was being serviced the day that he died, and so this guy loaned him a helicopter. His company did. And there's rumors that's that they purposely crashed it for different reasons. It goes back to Kobe wanted to leave LA, and the owner of the Lakers said, this is way back when Shaq was left too. They said, go, you can leave, but go, let's get your knee fixed first or something like that. And so he went to Colorado, and then that's where the rape allegations happened. Like, it's a whole big thing. You guys know I'm into conspiracy theories, but we don't need to get too much more into that. Let's see what else we got. I only got a couple videos today.
But I am so grateful that my husband, he's hand-selected the village that surrounds me now. He built Turning Point USA, yes, and it's a machine, yes, but he handpicked all of the people that not only run the organization, but that were within our orbit, our closest orbit, the people that he loved and he trusted so much, and that he knew without a shadow of a doubt, if something happened to him, that they would step up and they would be filled with the Holy Spirit, and they would do what he knew they were born to do. And they wouldn't be afraid. They wouldn't cower. They would take on the mission that he had instilled in them. And so to be able to have that chosen family in that village that he helped literally handpick, I could not do a fraction of a fraction.
They've been amazing. Turning Point is in such good hands. Yes, obviously with you as the CEO, but the team that you have around you, all of whom I've met, are good and decent and loving people who adored Charlie.
They loved him.
Let's go back.
When I look at Erica Kirk and the way that she behaves, I just feel like it's a combination of Stockholm syndrome. It's very, she's had a lot of training, like her whole life is trained. She's so isolated in her world of the because these are all military people, that, like, when she says in her orbit and stuff like that, she can't help herself but to give away who she really is. She's such a fraud. Everybody has their own opinion about the Charlie Kirk thing, but I'm just curious, do any of you guys watch Turning Point USA? Can anybody give me one sentence that Turning Point USA has said since Charlie Kirk has died? One thing that Erica has said when she's been on the Turning Point show, or Adam Culver, or Josh Hammer, or Mikey McCoy? Any of those guys have one thing that you could remember that they said, or did you even watch it? Like, what even is Turning Point USA now? Like, why do we, It's all bullshit. It's just 100% you know, I still can't put my finger on it. They're going to run that. I mean, it's already got to be just running on fumes, you know, that thing, Turning Point. They're trying to make it just like this $100 million organization, you know. The X-Files has got more of a following than Turning Point, in my opinion, like real followers. If you're not talking about their cult following, you know, the people they bring with them to fill the stadiums or whoever those people are. What is, I've heard of it. Turning Point. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I've heard exactly, Tommy. Same. That's same with me. You know, like you guys would assume that I would know everything about Turning Point US. I don't know nothing about it. I don't watch it. I would never. I mean, if you told me, Jason, I'll pay you $30 an hour to watch Turning Point, I would roll my eyes like, no, I'm sorry. I don't need the money that bad. I'm good. I got other things to do. I'd rather make hot cocoa bombs. I could make way more than that if I had my fucking chocolate. Jason, don't get started on chocolate again. That motherfucker. So yeah, I mean, these people are, it's so weird. And I hate to say that about somebody that lost her husband or whatever, but I just can't anymore. You guys already know I called bullshit on this a long time ago. But it makes no sense. She's such a weirdo, man. It's not good for our country to have these people. And those are all the videos I have. So I'll make it a short show today, unless Tommy, since you're in the chat, if you want to come up and BS for a minute. Where's my phone at? What can I do with my phone? If not, it's cool. I'm sure you might be busy making a turkey, because I would assume you're an expert. You're probably the one that makes the turkey for everybody, right? Because we know how much you love turkey. Let's see. The founder got clipped. I saw the news, and in 5 minutes, I never think about it again. Next news topic for me. We are now numbed. Yeah, no, that's true. And that's for a lot of people too, you know. And the thing is that guy, you know, there's a lot of theories that say that Tyler Robinson, the alleged shooter, will plead out and not go to trial. So we'll never get any. That's going to be it. They're going to say Tyler Robinson did it, life in prison, you know, without the possibility of parole. And 5 minutes later, boom. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hello.
How you doing?
As tragic as things like that are, really, it's a quick news story these days. It's unbelievable. Well, it's a quick news story for someone like me, someone like you that looks into it. You have an interest in it. You like to dissect a little bit. For me, and probably for a lot of people today, unfortunately, we're numb to so much shit. It's just a news flash. Shock, awe, move along. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, 100%. And you know, when you throw in the scrolling and stuff that we all do, it just makes it that even that much, you know, more like literally, like you said, okay, someone, you know, 3 million people got blown up today. It's like, okay, well then look at this monkey though, because this monkey is so cool. You know what I mean? It's swinging from, it just like, it goes that quick.
Wow.
Right? I mean,
yeah, it's crazy, right?
Because a lot of people, I think these days they may not even watch the news. Like they get their tidbits of information from 15-second
TikTok. You're right. TikTok. So yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. So yeah, I mean, and then it, you know, for something like you said, like somebody like me, but it's not a news story. Even for me, it's not a news story. It's just now I'm just like I'm just a guy who's like a weirdo, a conspiracy theorist. You know what I mean? That's what you become if you want to care about it too much. They'll just make you weird. Yeah. So it's like you stand out. Like, why are you paying attention to one thing when everybody else is? Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is. But you're right. That's exactly what it is these days. It's what's going on right now, just right this second type of thing. And how many, like at the football games, it's not about let's really cheer for our team. It's about like let's act like animals and get make some money off this while we're here.
It is out of control. It's the scrolling world. It's just people just scroll through. They get their news and they move along. 30 seconds.
Do you ever are just just doing your thing, going about your day, and do you ever just kind of get like this impulse to just grab your phone and start scrolling? You don't even really think about it.
Yeah,
I find myself do that way too many times, and it drives me nuts because I'm not looking for anything in particular.
Absolutely.
And it's weird because then when I watch the videos, I'm like, dude, this is not what you should be doing right now. You should be working. You should be doing anything but watching this junk. But I do it. I find myself do it all the time, and it's just an automatic. I just did it while you and me were talking a little while ago.
And we can't consume it. We cannot consume it because we are, like I said, I said this to you guys a couple weeks ago. We are consuming what amounts to 174 daily newspapers in a matter of our waking day. That's how much information that is scrolling through our eyes and our brain. It's equal to 174 daily newspapers.
Wow.
How can we retain anything?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No wonder
retain shit.
Yeah, no wonder I got a medicine cabinet full of supplements. I mean,
you can't. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild to think about, but
that's something that came across my a news feed or something. My scroll that came across my scroll.
It's so true, and it's so bad. I don't know if you ever experience this either, but this happens to me a lot. Like my mornings are so busy, and it's not that I'm just working. I'm watching and scrolling and typing, doing all this stuff it's multitasking. Well, then you'll get a break. Like, for example, I have to go shopping or something, right? Well, then I get in my car and I just feel like I have this moment where everything decompresses off of me. I didn't realize how jacked up I am from just even like a few seconds in your car without your phone in your hand. It's like, holy cow, man. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but
yes, any breakaway, you gotta get in the car and I put music on. And then when you hear the music and the songs, you go into a different space. You go into some type of memory, positive or negative. I think music is the one thing that can at least to an escape from a lot of this shit. Music is definitely one of those things.
For sure. Yes. And that's one of my rules in the morning is, the first hour I like to just, and I've kind of broken it since I've done the show, but I like to listen to music for the first hour before I really get into news and stuff like that. And look who's in the crowd. It's called Boredom and Something to Do, Osada. Thane Dude's in the house. Come on up, Thane Dude.
It's called Boredom. Yeah, it could be boredom, man.
Well, it's definitely is boredom, but it's not. It's more than that. This is this is a complete laziness on my part, and it's not just me. It's a lot of people. But for example, it's it's as bad as smoking a cigarette, in my opinion, because it just becomes it's neurological, man. There's no reason why I should be grabbing my phone and for no reason, you know what I mean? I can't stand that I do that, but I do. And I just have to admit it, that it's just, I need to figure out how to stop doing that so much.
Wow. Interesting. You can't. How? You can't. There's no way to stop.
No.
You find a way to stop this stuff. It's virtually impossible.
Just if you think, I wonder how many bings and dings I get a day, or we all get from notifications from emails and texts and Facebook mess. You know what I mean? That alone, even if you just don't pick up your phone, whatever, the fact of looking, or hearing the ding, you're kind of a slave to your phone. You know, like I don't have the dings go off too much on mine. Mostly it's on, I have that on silent, but I do because it bugs me.
Silent?
Yeah, I usually have mine on silent, you know. At least the Facebook one. And it's not, I don't do it on purpose, but I don't get the noise it makes from Facebook Messenger. I just don't never have that on my phone for some reason.
Notifications. Yeah, I don't have any notifications on.
I don't like the dings and the dongs. I used to have like custom ringtones for it, but it's just too much for me now. It fucks with my sensory shit.
I have text on for my text messages, email for work and regular, and YouTube notifications on. That's it. My Facebook, all the other social stuff, I don't have any notifications on. I don't know when I get a Facebook message until I go into Facebook. I don't know when I get an Instagram message or a reply until I go into the app. I said it like that. You go crazy all day. No, it's nuts. What, this is what the world has come to. This is our validation now. This is our excitement.
Yeah. Here.
It's crazy. I took it all off, man.
Let me ask you two something.
I took it all off. Go ahead.
What would you be doing without the phone in your hand right now?
Well, right now, I would probably be scrolling news, looking through news.
Right. On the TV.
Having coffee, TV, newspaper, whatever. You know, the regular mornings that we used to have in our age group. You know.
Oh, right. That's a whole nother thing. Like if you're saying like if we didn't have the phones at all, we would go nuts, man. I don't know.
No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. No,
I'm not. Let's put this two ways, Osada. I'm not talking about where we're at now. Say phones never were here. Okay. And we weren't addicted to these phones. That's where I'm going with this.
I wish it was like that, kind of.
Okay.
For me, it would be, you're right. Yeah.
See, you just have to remember, it's 2025 now. 5 years ago, it's all they do is scream at me. You're antisocial. You got no friends. You don't want to do nothing. You don't want to. And I used to sit here and go, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know what? This is where I'm trying to get to the point, Tommy. I'm okay, girls. I never had that before. I don't know what I'm missing. You get it? That's how old school Dindu was. Dindu didn't want this. I didn't want to know. I didn't want friends. I hate people.
Okay.
I don't know how much more I could say about this. So when I snapped out of it, and they were all over me. 5 years ago, I picked up the phone. I picked up the internet. And this is what we're created. Why? Now ask me, why did I do that?
Yeah, why?
What did I just tell you? You have no life. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, no, pay attention. No, slow down. Hit the brakes, Tommy. Hit the brakes a second. So now, okay, let me do this. I said to myself, wow, I don't have to leave the house. Wow, I don't have to go to a bar. Wow, I don't have to. You don't even have to leave the comfortable of your house with this stuff. That's where lazy comes in now. It just made the whole country, world not want to live. It destroyed all that. You made these people sit in the house now with this. Okay. Without this, I know what I would be doing right now. I know exactly what I would be doing. I'd be doing my normal gig. Who knows? I might be getting into trouble. I might be getting into, who knows what I'd be doing. So, like you said, you pick up the phone. Why am I on this phone? Listen to me. Put down the phone every 2 to 3 hours. Don't look at the phone. This is what Dindu does. At work, I don't look at my phone for 8 to 10 hours. On break, I'll look at it. On lunch, I'll look at it. Why? Because I got a half hour. I got 15 minutes to do something. I ain't got nothing to do while I'm sitting there having my coffee, sitting in my car. I'll pick up the phone. Wow, this is cool. You could communicate. You could see what's going on. 10 years ago on the job, I didn't have nothing like this to look at. I used to sit there like a bum, and you were bored. And we'll get to boredom again. So You get your phone, you let it rest. At night, Dindu turns the phone off. You got to give yourself some restraint away from this phone and the internet, folks. I mean, you got to draw the line there. That's where you have to draw the line as an adult. So, but other than that, I mean, it's the future. It's the best thing for everybody. I can't put down this phone. I'm so addicted to this phone. I can't live without the phone right now. Why? Because everything comes. What are you doing with them dishes?
Let me shut this. Let me go on mute. Moving around.
And you just got to keep rolling what you're doing on here.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true, and it's kind of it's both. It's like it can be. It's really bad in the sense of like just eating up time and mindless whatever.
Yes.
But on the other flip side, it led to like really great friendships, and like we never would have met each other. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't have done this without the internet.
Okay, one thing I won't take away from this all. One thing I'll cry my eyes out. I hate people, but I have to live with people. I won't forget about the relationships I did get on this. You're right. That is priceless. The people I did meet that I didn't want to meet, and then they're good people, it made Dindu realize there are good people out here. It put a special feeling in me. There are some good humans out here still.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm still on this fucking internet, to tell you the truth. Because I can't stand any of this. But it's something to do. It's the future. Before I die, I wanted to do something, and I'm doing it right now on this internet. So, I don't know what else. Make it fun. You have to make this fun. I mean, there's no other way to do it. Fun, entertainment. Be a person. Be human on here. Don't be someone you ain't. Don't be a liar. Don't be a bullshit artist. Oh, my Lord. I mean, this is one legit thing you could have, this internet. It could be a beautiful thing if you keep it legit and straight. It could be. Because like you who just said, there's beautiful people out there. There are beautiful people. They're hard to find. Very, very hard to find. So,
we've built a platform where everybody's got their own little platform, and if somebody needs to come on and say something, or like we can, it's not like we have worldwide reach, but we know if we can, we have a little bit of power to get a message out. We have a voice,
that's Osada. That's another reason why I'm still here.
All different types and all different types,
Yes.
all different fields. Yeah.
Tommy used to say, I'm not part of a group. I'm not part of nothing. I'm all alone, which is pure fantasy. You're not all alone on here. You can't do it yourself. That's all verbatim. It's all bullshit. Okay? I even found that out. You can't. This is a way of communication. If you cut your communication off with people, you're done on here, because that's what you depend on, people. I had to get that through my brain. You can't come on here a one-man army, one-man band. You got to depend on people. I'll scream donate in my thing. They could tell me to donate up my fucking ass. You got to have something there, folks. You got to bring something to the table here. And we all do. Osada's absolutely right. We all bring something to the table. Every single one of our chats are clean. You know why? Because there's not a fucking troll or a jack off around that wants to come in these chat rooms, because they get blocked immediately. We don't have time for that.
Yeah, or if they're truly a troll, like I won't even say his name, like he'll come in one time and then he doesn't want to smoke and he just disappears silently because he knows.
Absolutely, Osada. Because now you got 20, 30, 40 people on you. No, we don't want them. Somebody will find out who I am. You scare the fuck out of these jerk-offs. Yes.
You already know.
Well, with ours, they would come in for a minute, they try to do the trigger thing, and they're like, well, we got no steam over here. These people don't react to this garbage. I gotta go.
Exactly. There's no steam. There's no garbage. So
nothing.
there's nothing to build on. We enjoy trolls. So
Yeah,
that
they
makes
can't
it
hurt
even better. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
We troll the troll. We troll the troll right back.
we troll the trolls. Absolutely.
Yeah,
My
they don't even
troll.
know
They're all
what.
fucking. They're all
They have no
confused when
clue.
they come in. They're
Yeah,
all
they have
confused
no
when they come
clue.
in.
They're dealing
And you
with.
know the best, and the best part, these people sit up here with their voice changers and their filters, and they think they could be hidden. You'll never know where I'm at. I'm in a Texas. I'm in Alaska. Listen, people. I think there's two people. There's two people I don't know what they look like on this whole fucking thing. There's two people I don't know what they look like. You know why? I don't give a fuck what they look like.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay? You know, I like the ones that tell me you'll never know who I am. You know, who are these? Who do these people think they are behind the screen in a computer?
Who gives a
No. That ain't the point, Tommy. They could be found in a split second, Tommy. Anybody. Anybody. Nothing's private.
And then they'll go
Nothing.
on the news with the cracked open head, with the talking.
Yeah, then they go on the news and scream victim. I got beat up. Yes. That's that's the kind of disgrazias we have. That's the human race. They're called rats. You know, big mouths. So, and you got all of them up here. All of them. So,
Unbelievable.
it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. You can see the biggest troll try to be so serious and try to be so. It eventually comes out in them. It shows. It's just like reality. The truth comes out. You figure out who the person is. You see what the person is. They could only bullshit for so long. So, like my father used to say, we eventually weed out the bullshitters. It only takes a little while, Dindu, but they show their colors. So.
Well, and you can't bullshit a bullshitter either, because
You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Yes, Osada. Absolutely.
we could all be the best of the best when it comes to that too. So, and it's just an acquired skill to learn how to deal with the trolls. Like, just think about probably your first couple of lives of dealing with trolls. Like, it's probably not as well versed as you are now. You know what I mean? Like, I know I wasn't. I fucking that triggered me to no end. I did a whole show on one guy one time over a comment he made. So.
See, you can't. Anybody, Osada, one time when they found out who the troll was, Osada, it was a 13-year-old kid.
Oh my God! Yeah.
It was a 13-year-old kid driving this one content creator absolutely nuts. When he found he beat the father up. He went to the house and beat the father up. Okay. I'll need to tell this story one day. It's not my space, but okay. He drove the content creator crazy. He wasn't even out of diapers yet. He couldn't even get out of the house. He was in preschool, but he had a computer. Okay. And then the lady, then this 500-pound lady eating potato chips. Hi, darling. Oh, you're sexy. Hi, how are you doing today? Would you like to kiss my ass? You know what I mean? What's that called? Catfishing or whatever they call it. And that's another thing. And I'm not going to get too much on here. I don't know. I got to shut up. I better shut up this morning. It's like meeting somebody online. Okay. Meeting someone online. Meeting a lady online. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, it's crazy.
The first thing I think about is the baggage and the garbage she would have behind her. And then you have to sit there and listen to all that and go through all that. See, Dindu's different. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a ton of bullshit, man. Take the road on this internet, do what you want to do, have fun, preach, and keep going forward. That's all you can do. I mean, again, Tommy, Osada, you see what we're coming out of. You see where we started. I can't beat a dead horse any more than that. Okay. So You know, and like I said the other day, we had got the biggest shout out in the world. You know, another content creator. We don't even watch this shit. We don't even acknowledge it. We don't. I went through the fucking ring with MRE. What they did to Thindu. Did you ever hear Thindu complain or go after anybody? Not one person. Okay? Because I know deep down, where are you at? Where are you at, Thindu? So you got to take it with a grain of salt. So if you want to be the big boy, you got to roll with your boys on here. You roll with the people you like. You roll with the people you follow. So, you know, we've seen that so many times before, flip-flopping, and so, yeah. But it's not beating a dead horse. It's acknowledging this bullshit on here. That's all we do, because 3/4 of it's bullshit anyway. So.
Yeah, but you know, the other quarter, like with these conversations we have, it's crazy because we're just talking about like how I get all stressed out from social media. You watch your phone too much, but when we have these conversations, I just feel like I decompress. I really feel like I'm in the room with you guys just talking. I'm not even looking
because
at
you're
my
hanging out talking with a few guys, and that's
okay.
that's the good part of social media. Yeah,
That's exactly what I just said, Osada.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
this is Thindu's ballpark. I'm on here with my two goombas, talking shop, talking serious. We're decompressing. We're getting shit off our shoulders and our chest, and we're just talking about it. We're not fighting. We're not arguing. We're not debating. We're talking. That's what men do. So. It's just like being at the job. I'm at the job having a coffee and a smoke right now with my fucking laborers, and we're talking before work. There's nothing better than that. A good conversation, coffee, and okay, guys, let's go to work. Oh, there's nothing better than that. Nothing. Yeah. And then at break time, you meet again. Lunchtime, you meet again. 4:30, you go home.
Perfect.
And then you can't wait for the next day. Morning comes, you up, get the coffee. Come on, the guys will be waiting. Let's talk about this jack off today. They dropped 5 pallets of, you know what I mean. So it is what it is.
Do you got to work tomorrow, or what's your schedule for this week?
No, I'm off all week. I'm off.
Oh, you are? Cool.
Yeah. We got to get next week, please. I want to do my thing, but work is coming in strong here right now. Wow. Hey, I wish I had a clone.
Yeah, don't we all? I want a drone delivery system where I can just make my chocolate and then the drones just deliver them to the people. Like you just go on an app and order the stuff.
And you know another thing too, a fast example. We have people on here, Tommy Osada. We have people with health problems, people dying, people in wheelchairs, people with canes, people with fake fucking legs and arms, people with no lungs, people with 1 kidney, people with. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No.
90% of these people are on the corner of death's corner. Okay, they come up here. They feel good for a couple hours. They want to say something. They want to be part of something again. They want to be involved with something. Then you run into a bunch of fucking assholes. And the perfect example, don't tell me at this age or older that this drama shit and that bullshit don't affect your health. You fuck them. It'll fucking kill you, this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I listened to one of my hometown boys, Real Deal, the other night. And I'm going to say that guy's on his fucking deathbed. And they got him worked up like that. He could have had a fucking massive stroke. Okay. And then I would have fucking deleted my whole page and I would have did something about it. Okay. If that would have happened. They would have really seen the serious side. Okay? Because they don't know who they're playing with. They don't know who's on here. I'm telling you, Tommy.
The clip channels were even worse.
Yeah, they're no good. They're no good, these motherfuckers.
No, some were adding to it.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say, "Oh, Tommy got a surgery last week." I heard he got a surgery. They took his balls off.
Huh.
Damn.
On another channel. I don't know where it's. Came through my.
Well, see, that to me is all irrelevant. That's all irrelevant. Because like the content creator
About
says,
him.
Dean
I'm talking about
yeah,
the real deal.
I know. You delete that shit. Those are people with no life. Okay, I'm talking on the serious side. The day when something does happen. Okay, and listen, that Edna, that poor lady died of stress. Okay, I don't care what they said. I looked into that. What they did to that lady, okay, was totally wrong. Was totally fucking wrong. Okay, what they did to that lady. You got sick people up here, and you work these people up like that to where their heart could stop. God forbid, or something could happen. Just pathetic. Pathetic. And that's what galls me. I can't even be around these people. I don't even want to be around them or associated with them anymore. You know, not that we are. I don't even want people that know them to come around me. That's how I despise that. You know how I am with that health and sickness. Don't talk about people's health, sickness. Don't fucking do that.
No good.
No.
It's low class, man, and it is. And you're right, because that's real life. You can stress somebody out so bad that you'll make them want to off themselves, or they
it's so sad.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Oh, it's gonna happen. There's one particular individual. I truly believe it's gonna happen. They took this guy down to a gamble. They took him down to a. They're pulling this guy down to a. It's gonna happen. See how they feel after that.
Tommy, you know what, Tommy? And I don't want to say this with any spite or any. These people some of these people deserve what they get, Tommy.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying it's going to happen.
They must love the abuser. I don't know. I don't know what you call it.
I'm not saying it's warranted. I'm just saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's not warranted or it's not, it's going to happen.
Yeah, no, and it already has, like I've seen it, like it happened on the MMA holes. His moderator did it, and everybody's seen it coming, and it was just
oh wow.
What happened with MMA? What happened? I didn't hear about that.
So they had a moderator. Moss. He had a moderator called. They called him. He had a couple of nicknames, but Damn Sausage was one of his names. His name was John.
Yeah.
And he would come on. We would all go on the show on Friday nights. He calls it Fuck Off Friday, and we would clown around and stuff. Well, this guy, man, he was always sitting in the dark and always like drinking and just. The last couple shows he was on, it got really fucking bad. He was talking about he had to take care of his mom, and he's just so miserable because his mom was sick, and it was just bad. He was drinking a lot and just saying weird shit. Where he ended up hanging himself.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told us on the show. Yeah, he told us on the show.
The guy told you? The guy that killed him? The guy that did himself? Oh my God!
No, the guy, Moss told us.
Moss had a big thing about it. Moss was crying, and it was sad, man. It fucked a lot of people up on there. He was a well-known character on his show, like well-known. He was like one of the main characters. Yeah. He was the main moderator. Moss only has like 3 moderators out of 100.
Yeah. He runs a tight thing over there. He's got a lot of viewers and stuff, but he keeps it real tight.
Yeah,
and that's another thing. If I didn't know something was going on and something happened like that, I would be totally devastated.
Yeah, well, you just said it, Dean. Dude, you just said it yourself. The people that you're saying health-wise, there's also a mental health-wise that's a problem.
Yeah, I know, Tommy. I only want to get to that.
I know, but that was the example that Osana just said that we knew about happening.
It's crazy too because Moss set me off. We quit being friends and I don't even go to a show anymore. But he pissed me off because one day we were all on the show, and then he says, because he had a sponsor, my bookie, right? And he says they want us. They're set up a personal room for us to go gamble in. on their website. And I'm like, what? I was like, you can't be fucking telling people to sign up for this website to go gamble in some room, dude. I was like, that's fucked up, man. I was like, you know how many people fucking have gambling problems and what happens from, and then so I did like 3 shows on it. I did one show, I deleted all this, but I did one show, and this is before that guy killed himself. I did one show that talked about how so many people commit suicide from gambling online. And he got all pissed off. In fact, I still have the message. He DM'd me and said, basically, shut the fuck up about my bookie because they're my sponsor. Well, he had a falling
I was just going to say that. That's what I was going to say. They are his sponsors. So
well, they're not anymore though. They had a falling out, and now it's funny if you listen to Moss talk now on his show, he don't gamble anymore. You know why? Because it fucked him up. Just like I was saying. Just like I was saying. And he says that it affects the way he is after the fights and just his whole enjoyment in life and shit. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I tried to fucking tell you.
Well, you know what it is, Osada? It's the same thing here with us. Okay? Look at the last couple of weeks with Indu. It's not the money. It's the way I was losing. So when I lost, I would beat the fuck out of myself. And it's still happening today.
Yeah.
I can't get that out of me, Osada.
Imagine at that level, huh?
Well, and this is why it went off so hard, thing, is because you're taking it to a whole nother level. What you're going through is the age old, we've all been through that. And it's like, we talked about this before. You got to drive to the casino. You have to physically go to the casino to spend your money. When you can do it on your phone and on your computer, this is where people are going to die. I mean, it's that serious.
Right. Well, see, that's where I'm going, Osada. Dindu. Okay, that's where the lines come in. Dindu don't do banking. Dindu don't do nothing with money. I would never gamble on this phone. Which makes it even better. See, you said it. Now Dindu's got to physically get up. Dindu's got to physically worry about it. Dindu's got to, instead of going right to the phone and saying "fuck it," it's right. See, you got to discipline yourself. Discipline yourself to where I'm at right now. Did you hear me? I'm disgusted in the way I'm losing, Osada.
I can see it getting so bad that they're gonna, you're gonna get your paycheck online, and they're gonna say, okay, well, we'll give you your normal paycheck of $1,000, or if you let us deposit it into mybookie.com, we'll give you $1,600.
Right?
They do that.
You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna come down to. It's like everybody's gonna be gambling, and not us, Dindu, because we're smarter than that. I mean, like some people
I know.
But the young people are gonna get just all
Right.
It's unbelievable what they're doing. It's really nuts.
I mean, granted, God bless you if you know your limits and your statute of limits. And I mean, you have to discipline yourself with certain stuff. You have to, or else you're just going to crumble. You'll crumble. And a lot of
I'm
people.
going to tell you guys, I realize it now. The caliber of the people that I was dealing with when I was bookmaking and loan sharking and stuff like that. I realize now as an older man that has responsibilities for my kids and my, all of this stuff that, wow, like these people, I can't spare $1,000 on a fucking Giants game. And these guys are losing their souls. And being so in it, I never realized that side of it, because you got to remember, I was never a gambler. So I had no idea.
Yeah.
Then now, as an older man, and I see a lot of people that are they're going into the dredges right now. And now I say, oh my God, this is where all these degenerate gamblers are.
Yep. And could you imagine, Tommy? Osada, Dindu was a guy that chased the money in that world. Could you imagine if I had to go get the money and then he opens the door and there's 2 babies sitting there crying?
Yeah, I've seen it all. Yeah.
No, I'm saying, Tommy, could you imagine if we had to go up and knock on the door now? At this age, and what we know, that's why I don't even be part of any. That's why I don't do nothing. It's all that stuff. It's all that stuff that makes me sick. Okay, that comes with it.
All right, guys, I gotta bang out. I gotta get these messages out before I go on my show. I gotta send emails and text.
Thanks for coming
Good
up.
Conversation.
Great
conversation.
Yep.
Talk to you guys later. Yeah.
So I mean, could you imagine doing that now, Osada?
No.
Okay. Imagine
don't.
grabbing the guy out of the house in front of the kid. Yeah, okay.
No,
You know,
it's a
I
different
would be
time
the
back then for sure.
right. I would be the first guy to say, "Hey, listen, no, don't worry about it. Okay, right now, keep the fucking money. Buy something for the fucking kids. Pay your bills. Oh my God." See, that's part of growing up. That's part of growing up big time. Being wise to the game. Yep.
Yeah. Well, you know, now though, it's like they don't need to do that because you have to prepay for the bets online, right? And
Yeah.
when you lose, you know, you've already lost money. Now they just send you like all these little seductive ads like, hey, you know, we'll give you 10 times your money.
Right.
Bonus deposit and best 2 out of 3.
We'll give you free play. We'll give you 200 in free play. They'll suck you in and they get you. Motherfuckers. Okay,
you already know.
No, please, Osada. I know too much. We know too much, Goomba. Too much.
It is fun to go, you know, like, and I'm gonna go to the casino. And I hate saying this, but because I go once every couple months, you know, and my buddy, he's gonna be off for 5 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're gonna go down to close to the border of Oregon, and they have a nice casino down there. We're gonna go gamble for a little while.
Nice.
I go once in a blue moon. You know what I mean?
Listen, that's fun. That's fun. Everybody loves the thrill of victory, the chance to win money, the chance, if you got it, try to win it. Absolutely. Everybody does. Show me a person that don't like to win money. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't, you know, before when I would go to the casino, when I was like a gambler, it was like that money was ammunition. And when you win and you go cash out that ticket or the chips, it's like that money is just more ammunition. It's like you just have more bullets in your gun to fire at that machine.
Yep.
And, you know what I mean? That's all it was.
Go ahead.
It's like, oh fuck, I can really bet big. You know what I mean? I'm fucking take them for everything.
You know what it's called? It's called power. It's called strength. When that money hits your hand, you got that money again, motherfucker. I could get them back now. Ha ha ha. Come on. It rebuilds your pride again. Okay? That's all money does. Until you lose it again. Then your pride hits the basement again until you get more. And gambling. That's called gambling.
Yeah. I used to have so much fun going down to Vegas and gambling in Reno, but it's just not the same that it used to be. You know,
forget it.
Half of the experience, you know, and you just, I don't know, it's just not the same.
Okay, you said it. Then I'll get out of here. The experience of that casino filled with smoke. Tough guys walking all around, cigars hanging everywhere, everybody minding their own business, nobody even looking at you. They're too busy doing their own thing, Osada. Right? Right? Back in the day, they didn't even care what your fucking name was. As long as your body with money was there, spending, that's all they seen in the cameras. Keep him here. He's got money. That was their name of their game. As a matter of fact, give them some more free play. Okay. I'll never forget at the top of the stairs, Trump Plaza used to have an escalator with about 150 stairs going down to the first level. I'll never forget hitting the top of those stairs with my Goombati. He looked at me, I looked at him. I said, wow, we got 3 more days here. We got no money. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All of a sudden I heard, Dindu! Dindu! I turned around. It was my godmother, my favorite cousin, and my mother. Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? My Goombati picks me so fucking hard. He goes, your mother! It was like the seventh resurrection of God when he seen my mother. Osada, and he is so feminine, this kid. He was like, mommy. It was like his life was safe. The first thing he said, ask him for some money immediately. Your cousin has it. Oh, I started laughing. The first thing we did, my cousin looked at me, she brought us to the ATM. I could tell already. What do you need? You better give me this money when you get home. Okay, we were like two little lollipop babies, me and him, looking at each other. Okay, so you never know what could happen in that world.
Yeah,
and we still lost the money, Osada, and we went home broke. Oh my God! I'll never forget my mother's face. How long did you have that money for? Not long. Oh, she was laughing. But I'll never forget. I said, you didn't talk. She looked at me. She goes, you didn't say you were coming down here. Oh, that's how it was. Okay. Oh, but all right. Go ahead, buddy. That's my story for the day. Yeah. Stop by later. I'll be around.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. Thanks for coming up, Dean, dude.
I love you, my man. Be good.
All right. Take care. Have a good day. Right on. That was a great conversation. ALV, good morning. Good to see you. Right on, guys. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll be live again tomorrow. I mean, not a lot going on in the news right now, but we'll find something to talk about. And yeah, I'm going to babysit today, and I need to mentally prepare myself to spend money on chocolate again that I already ordered that got stolen. Trying to let that go. But yeah, good conversation. I'll see you guys over at the social club.